Hi. Welcome. Tadeo is with me today. Hi. I know he's super cute. I really like the olive green on him. It looks really good on him, I think. Like all these green tones, I really like on him. Hi, welcome, welcome. What are you guys doing? At this moment, I don't have any dolls like fully done, but I'm obviously, yeah, I'm working on several dolls. I'm always working on dolls. And I'm always open for custom orders. Hi, welcome. Welcome. I know he's super cute. He's really cute. He's still wearing his Christmas outfit though. I never changed them. Look at his hand. I love the hands. They're very realistic. They're life casted. You know more information on top of my page. You can see more information about my dolls. I don't message here on Instagram. I don't message. If you want to message me, you just go in the top of my page and you can message me there. Saludos, saludos. Desde Austin, Texas. Oh, ¿haces bebés reborn? ¿Cómo se llama tu página? Ah, por ahora sí. Solamente estoy haciendo de silicona. No, no tengo tiempo para hacer de vinil. Oh, and another reborn. Okay. Yeah, right now I'm only making silicone dolls. I have two, I believe. The last two I did, I still have because they have no hair, so I still have them. One of them is a Levi with different arms. It's a different kit. Arms. Thank you. But yeah, it's been maybe 4 or 5 years I haven't done the vinyl reborns. I've only done the silicone. I think I enjoy more the silicone. Hi, Shannon. Thank you. I I just feel like reborns take a lot longer. And I've talked to other artists and they say that reborn dolls are a lot easier to make and they could never make like silicone dolls because yeah, it is more, you have to be more careful with the process and the contamination when you're working on them. But overall, I think the satisfaction of making dolls, I think silicones are better for me. Yeah, you're the first one. I usually don't get that many people on YouTube. Uh, Georgie, I make silicone dolls, and this is one of them. This page, I show the dolls that I make, so it's not real. These are dolls I make. So yeah, it's just a doll I made. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for the likes. I know. We artists want them to look as realistic as possible. Actually, this one is a portrait sculpt of my son, so he looks just like my son when he was born. So yeah, if you go and see my other videos, you will see pictures of my son and the doll, and you will see that they are identical. Actually, the hands and the feet are life casted from my son. So these are my real son's hands and feet. As you can see, it's very very detailed, very realistic. This is my favorite hand. As you can see, it's very detailed, very realistic. And I'm currently working on my oldest son sculpt, but he's gonna be with open eye. So if you wanna see that, make sure you subscribe or follow me. Thank you, thank you. Nenas Reborn, toda la información está en arriba de mi perfil. Pero no puedo entrar mucho en detalle porque si no me tiran el en vivo. They are very realistic, yes. He's really cute. He was the first sculpt, so his silicone is not as soft. But the newer ones like Little Sis and Little Bro, the one I'm currently working on, this prototype, is very soft silicone. If you go back and see the video of Little Sis, where I'm showing you the movement, it's very, very flexible, very realistic. And I do like a special customized full body armature, and the adults can like curl up like a real newborn. I think that's pretty cool. And I make a squishy tummy, so the core is very flexible. And when they have a flexible neck, when you are holding them, they're curled up, they just feel like a real newborn. Like they're it can't get any more realistic than that. On top of my page, if you want to message me, I am also as leoniduszeus on Instagram. It is a verified account. Sí, soy mexicana. Um, so I do a full body armature, and the baby will like curl up, like the knees will go up the tummy, and that's kind of what I do with my dolls. It's a special armature that I do, and I also offer those services for if you have a doll that doesn't have that kind of armature. You can send that doll to me, and I will customize that for you. I can do it on any doll. It doesn't matter if it's painted. I've done it on dolls like one of a kind, like no, just one in the world, and you're not able to see any, like nothing. It will be like you send it to me, like brand new. I do have a YouTube. You can find me as Mercedes Valenzuela, Leonidas. I'm at 90,000 followers on there. Alex, apaga ese calentón ya. Apaga el calentón. His hair is very messy. I just never like hold them or anything. I never have the time to do their hair, change them, all those kind of things. I'm always, working, taking pictures of the other dolls. Thank you. He is really, really cute. He looks just like my son. I really like the ears. He's like my son when he was like the first week I the first week after he was born, I took like some newborn photo shoot, and I sent those to the sculptor, and that's the painting style and the hair that I did from those photo shoots. From that photo shoot, so he looks just like maybe he was like 6 days old or something like that. Yeah, he's very sleepy. He will never wake up. Yeah, he's cute. Carolina, I show the dolls. Um, this is a doll. It's not a real baby. It's just a doll. On my page, I show the dolls that I make. So yeah, it's just a doll. They're made of silicone, as you can see. Yeah, I make these dolls. If you go and see my videos on my page, you will see that I post a lot of different dolls. Yeah, it's a doll. I make these dolls and I post my dolls on my page. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we artists try our best to make them as realistic as possible. That's like our ultimate goal. Yeah. Thank you, Ninas. Thank you. Yeah, we want them to look as realistic as possible. And he is like one of my older dolls. My newest ones are a lot more realistic, I think. All I can say they're not cheap dolls, as you can tell. They're very realistic and they're handmade, 100% handmade, and they take like 2 months to make. For those that don't know the process, like every hair stand you have to root one at a time with a needle. So just imagine, it's very delicate process, especially the silicone dolls. You have to be very careful. You can pretty much ruin the doll at any point if you're not doing it perfectly. And also the material is not cheap. I know he's very realistic, and he is one of my older dolls. So my newer dolls are a lot more realistic, but he is a portrait of my son, so he looks just like my son. But I'm currently working on my other son's sculpt. He has open eyes, and he's gonna have the same body, but it's more soft and has a flexible neck. Um, and if you wanna see when he's done, you can follow me. I'm currently working on him. Thank you. I miss you guys. I haven't been live for some time. Yeah, he's so cute. I know. He's really cute, but his hair is very messy. I never change him or anything. Um, he's just saved in a safe spot. I don't like play with him or anything. So, yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I do try my best on every doll I make. I I definitely learn something new every time. I've never taken any classes. Sometimes I feel like, oh, I should take some classes just to see, but I don't know. I think I learn a lot on every single doll I make. I learn something new, especially because I take a lot of custom work. So, I get all kinds of custom work, like any skin color, any hair type, any. So I'm always learning. Like right now, I'm making a Hispanic or like more biracial skin color doll, and it's gonna have ginger hair. So just imagine all kinds of variations that I do all the time. I make like all kinds of dolls. This is a page where I show the dolls I make, so it's not real. It's just a doll I made. They're called silicone dolls. Some are called them like reborn dolls. They're more known for reborn dolls, But the reborn dolls are like the vinyl, and this one is like squishy silicone, like solid silicone. So yeah, they're two different ones. They're two different types, and the prices are also different. These are a lot more expensive. I currently don't have any other dolls to show you. All of them are on my working table. This one is the only finished doll I have now. All of them are sold or currently I'm working on them. Finished the painting and some are on the hair process. So yeah. CT, you can message me on top of my page. You can message me. Thank you. He's very gorgeous. Well, he looks like my son when he was a newborn, so there's nothing but I can say about that. He's really cute. He's really, really cute. He looks just like my son when he was mm, maybe like 6 days old or something like that. I did a photo shoot and he looks just like that of the photo shoot. I have posted videos of my son and the doll, comparing them, and they look just the same. The hands are light casted, so I casted the hands and sent it to the sculptor. So and she attached them to the body, and also I sent the exact measurements. So he weighs and do the same measurements as my son when he was like a newborn. So as you can see, he was pretty big. The first time I saw him, I was like, "Oh my god!" Like that whole baby was inside of me, because he's so heavy and long. If I stretch out the legs, he's very, very, very long. Look, he's very, very large. Some people call them reborns, but the proper term for these are silicone dolls. The reborn dolls are the vinyl with cloth bodies. Those are the reborn dolls. Um, because like the scammers and things like that, they will say silicone reborn or reborn silicone, but that's not the proper term, and that's how you can tell it's just a scammer because the reborns are vinyl, and some will say reborn vinyl. I mean silicone vinyl, and also that's not a thing. They're either vinyl, like hard plastic, or silicone, solid silicone. Yeah, the silicone rolls are way more expensive. But not the reborn rolls, if you want something that looks realistic, they're also gonna be on the thousands. So these, just imagine, they're probably double the price. But also the material is not cheap at all. So and it's a lot more tedious to make. You have to be very careful not to contaminate anything, otherwise the silicone will not cure and you would just ruin the doll. And I think the part where a lot of reborn doll artists don't want to try the silicone is obviously it's more expensive to make, a lot more expensive, like a lot more expensive to make. And the last part where you mat the doll, so you paint the whole doll. You spend a lot of days painting it. First, you have to do the front, and then flip it and turn it the other way and do this exact same steps so the doll looks exactly the same. I've seen some dolls that look one color on the front and another color on the back. So you have to, it's a lot of process. And then when you're done with all that hard work, you have to mat it. You have to put a layer of silicone, work as fast as you can, and do the layer as thin as possible. And then put the matting powder. There's like a white powder that you put on the doll, so it um so it's not sticky anymore and it feels silky soft like real skin. And a lot of artists, when they don't know how to do this step, they will like totally ruin the doll. It will, um, yeah, I've seen it looks like white patches because they didn't blend the silicone well. It can also be like shiny spots everywhere because they didn't work fast enough. So it's a lot of tedious steps. Just go on top of my page, you will see the information there. Yeah, the entire body is silicone. And it's just like a real baby. It could be boy, girl, and some you can, it's called a drink and wet system. And you can feed a bottle, and I only recommend feeding it water, and it will pee. You can use diapers. Some people like that, like some collectors like to feed their dolls. You can bathe them also. The dolls are made by me. There's information on my bio. From this doll, the sculpt was made by another artist. Um, I always tag the artist on the post. You can see that on my Instagram. I am as leoniduszeus. And if you see a post about this doll, you will see that I tagged the sculptor. Thank you, thank you. I make these dolls, so you get them from me. On top of my page, you can see more. I do ship worldwide. Yeah, I ship worldwide. My dolls usually don't. Like this doll is about 5 years old. And it looks exactly the same. But I guess it has to do a lot of how you take care of it. If you put it in the sun, if you're like constantly washing it. Like I haven't got any of my dolls touch up, but I guess it depends how you take care of it, and I don't know. Because if the seal stage, like the silky softness feel stays there, the paint won't come off. If it starts to feel like sticky, it's because the sealing powder layer is coming off, and then you have to seal it back. But it will last a lifetime if you take care of it just like you would a real baby. This is not a real baby, this is a doll. I make these dolls, I show the dolls I make on my page. So yeah, I ship them worldwide, and yeah, it will get to your house. Um, it will require like a signature. Make sure it's like given to you, not just left out outside your house. And I'm open for custom orders if you're interested on something very specific. Also, thank you, thank you. Yeah, some people find it creepy. That's also acceptable. The silicone powder, it won't damage it. It won't damage the doll. Some people use it to dress them. So when they're dressing them, it doesn't like rub on the silicone. It's more like smooth and it slides on easier. I think it protects it more, but you have to use the proper powder. Don't use like baby powder or something like that. That is not something you should use on your doll. Yeah, it looks very realistic. Very realistic. Yo los vendo. El link está en arriba de mi página. Si quieres mandarme un mensaje. I think what can damage your silicone is maybe using chemicals like when you're bathing them, using like any soaps and things like that. Over time, it might damage it. But also like using dark clothing without washing it, I would just avoid it all along. Like I will not use any dark clothing. If I do, just do it for the picture and then take it off right away. Otherwise, it will stain the silicone or the vinyl on any doll. Um, Try to keep it on a safe place. Don't when they have a drink and wet system, don't use like milk or something. It will create mold on the inside. So yeah. Yeah, the reborns can be very realistic. Very, very realistic. And it's good to see the lights and things like that. That way you can see how they truly look. Because some artists do use a lot of like um editing on the pictures, and then when you get the doll it just looks a lot different. I have given away some reborns like for birthdays and things like that, and I've gotten art reborn dolls from artists, and they look a certain way on the pictures, and then when I got them, some colors look very saturated, like around the eyes and things like that. So some artists do like edit a lot the pictures. That's why I offer like video calls and things like that. I don't think I can show the doll completely because I will take the platform will take my video down. But if you go into my Instagram, I am as leoniduszeus. You can see more pictures of my dolls there, like more how the skin looks and things like that. More detailed pictures, you can say. But here you have to be very careful. On Facebook, I was banned for 2.5 years. So yeah, you gotta be very careful. Yeah, he's really cute. His hair is very messy though, but forgive him. He was sleeping. Uh, I've never done any giveaways. I was planning to do one on. Thank you, Grace. Thank you. I was planning on doing one for December, but then I had a lot of things going on in my personal life. I'm just coming out of it, so but I'm really wanting to do a giveaway. I even have one doll that I'm thinking that will be a good giveaway. It's a preemie. Thank you. But I just don't know how to do the whole thing. Like, I want to get to 100,000 on my YouTube and then do the giveaway, but I don't know how to do that. So, if anybody can help. No, when the dolls have closed eyes, they will just stay with closed eyes. You cannot open them unless you. I got banned because social media thinks they're real, and I was selling those, so they think I was doing that to real babies. So yeah, people report them because they don't know what these dolls are. They think they're real or something, and yeah, that's why I just started on YouTube again. So yeah, when the dolls are closed eyes. They will remain with the closed eyes. They're called asleep. And when they're awake, they have the open eyes. Usually takes to make one about 2 months. Um, they are a lot of work. And you have to work slowly and carefully. So yeah. Yeah, they're very realistic. We want them to look as realistic as possible. He's really cute. This one, in particular, he is a portrait sculpt of my son, so he looks just like my son when he was a newborn. But they're a lot different dolls. Um, and other artists had the chance to make him. So there's all kinds of Tadeo. This is the sculpt is Tadeo. My son's name is Tadeo. Um, Juju, gracias. So there's a lot of Tadeos painted in different ways. Also, me, I made probably 15 of them, and all of them look different. And this is the only Tadeo that looks like this. So he's truly one of a kind. He's the only Tadeo that looks just like my son. So yeah, that's amazing, I think. Yeah, I think it's very amazing. I think I won the lottery with my kids' sculpts. I have 3 kids, and all of my kids have their own sculpt. What do you mean? I use a 3D image, like 3D scanning? No, it's handmade, 100% handmade. Thank you. So yeah, these dolls are 100% handmade from scratch, made with clay. Yeah, it's made with clay, and then it's baked, and then the silicone mold is made with the clay sculpt, and then you pour the silicone into the mold. Then it cures. Then you get a silicone blank sculpt. Then it's sent to me. Then I give life to it. I paint it. I do the armatures, the squishy tummy, any modifications, the sculpting inside of the mouth, the hair, the paint, the customized full body armature. Then we get to to dress them, to take pictures, to pose them, to present them to the world. I think that's the most exciting part. To finally finish after all that hard work, and then you dress them up, and then you see how realistic and cute they are, and then pose them and see how much love they give them. I think that's amazing. I'm always getting a lot of very very nice comments. Will always be very thankful for that, because sometimes life gets hard, and then you see those beautiful comments, and it just makes your day. It just makes you gain that strength to keep going. On top of my page, you will see all information if you would like to see more about my dolls and stuff. Okay, silver. Yeah. So when your doll ribs, don't be scared. That's very normal. It will happen to any of us. So yeah, use silpoxy, and you can use like I use brushes, but you can use like a toothpick, and just make sure that you put the silpoxy inside the cut, and make sure it doesn't go anywhere else, and then put it together. I don't know where it is, if it's like behind the legs, or just like put it together, like close the tear, but make sure there's no silpoxy like outside of the tear, if that makes sense. Yeah, he looks. I don't own any cats. Yeah, on the arm, anywhere. Just stay with those rules. Just put the silpoxy inside the cut. Um, and then you can do it like slowly, like small areas at a time, or you can do the whole thing, whatever feels more comfortable with you. And yeah, just don't go outside the tear and you'll be good. So yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I know it looks really realistic. So yeah. Stay respectful, guys. Otherwise, you will get blocked. I know it's beautiful. I show my dolls. So this page is to show my dolls. So no, they're not real. None of the babies that you see on my page are real. They're just dolls I made. I'm a silicone and reborn doll artist. Silver. I do all kinds of repairs, and I can repair your doll if that's something you want. Otherwise, if you want to do it yourself, which I don't, I cannot like suggest you to do. But yes, you can take the hair out, and you can take the hair out, and you have to seal the head because it would have holes. And also depends how, if you don't like the hair, I'm assuming it's like pluggy and ugly, so it will have like very big holes on there. I'm sure it's not like very well rooted if you don't like it then. So so yeah, you have to seal it and then mat it and then reroot. Okay, it will have holes, and I would suggest you to seal it with silicone and then mat it and then reroot. Otherwise, when you make holes again, you will like damage more the silicone. Yeah, you can message me. I am as leoniduszeus on Instagram. It is the verified account. Um, I get a lot of messages lost there, so you can comment on my last post, and I will be able to see it better there. It's best if you comment, and then I will message you, or you can say, "Hey, I messaged you," and I will message you back. I will be able to find you better like that. I do send to Peru. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Silver. Thank you. Yeah, I do repairs all the time. The last repair I did was a Teyona. If you see, it's one of my recent posts. She looked like a lot of paint was coming off, and she didn't look as realistic. And I was able to achieve a very newborn look. That's what her mommy wanted. So I do all kinds of repairs on those. So if you have All my information is on the top of my page. Twin mom, I do make the full body armature, but a spine I've never done. This is a doll. For those who are confused, I showed the dolls I make. This is just a doll. All of the videos that I post here are of the dolls I make. I'm a reborn and silicone doll artist, so it's not real. Karina, I don't message on TikTok at all. You have to go on top of my page and message me there. I don't use TikTok to message or anything. And you're always welcome to schedule a FaceTime video call with me because there's a lot of scammers there, and they will never offer a video call. So I always offer a video call. Arrow, if you go and see the pictures, this doll or like my other posts of him, you will see that my real baby, newborn baby, looks just like him. The lips are this color. He looks like my newborn baby boy. And babies can look any way. So yeah, that's how he looked. So he looks just like a real baby. He looks like my son when he was 6 days old. So the lips are as my son's lips when he was 6 days old. And babies can have any skin color, any lip color. Like babies don't look one certain way. They can look 100,000 ways. This is a silicone doll. If you see a video with someone showing a baby, a real baby, the baby will never stay still. It will be moving the legs, the arms, will be moving the face, something. Thank you. Yeah, they look very realistic. Yeah, they're very realistic. I show dolls here on my page. None of the babies I show are real. This is a doll. It's a silicone doll. I'm a silicone and reborn doll artist. Have you seen like realistic sculptures of like humans made with silicone, just like this, but these are babies. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I don't think there's anything wrong with the lips. He looks just like my son when he was born. He's Hispanic. His lips look just like that. So I don't find anything wrong with his lips. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Silver. Thank you. Thank you. So this is Tadeo. The sculpt is called Tadeo, and he is a portrait sculpt of my son, Tadeo. So he's named after him. I do, CK. I do, and I offer this service for any doll. It doesn't matter if your doll is already painted. You will not be able to see like any marks on your doll or anything. And what my customized full body armature is able to do is that, of course, the arms will be. I have a lot of videos showing the armatures movements, so you're welcome to see that. I'm also from the U.S., but I ship worldwide. Thank you. So it will be able to like pull the arms up, bend the elbows, get the hands close to the face, just like newborns. And it will be the I think the most amazing part with this is that the baby will curl up just like this. Like this. Let me show you. Like this. So it crunches up like a real baby. And when the sculpt has a flexible neck and is like crunched up like this, it just feels like you're holding a real baby. And like older sculpts that are like very hard silicone and they're like they have their legs straight out, they're sent to me and I get them with the full body armature and the squishy tummy. So the torso becomes more soft and it curls up. So it feels a lot more realistic in your arms. Yeah, I can also do a customized. Any doll can get a drink and wet system. Any doll. On top of my page, you can see more information on that. Yeah, I do any kind of service. I do armatures. I do if you want rematting, if you want the doll to look more realistic, if you got like a cheaper doll, not fakes. I don't take any fake work, and I get that asked a lot. But I will not paint any doll that is not authentic. So I can do repairs. I can make the doll look more realistic. If you want your doll to be, some get them like fair skin color. They want them to look like black or like Hispanic. I can always add color. I can make them look more realistic. I can do the full body armatures. I can do um, the arm armatures. I can do just the squishy tummy, like whatever you can think of. I can reroute the hair. Um, Anything you ask me, I can do with your silicone doll. As of now, I'm only taking like silicone work, silicone doll work. Twin mom, I am as leoniduszeus on Instagram. You can message me there. You can comment on my last post. It is a verified account, um, and I will message you back because I get a lot of messages lost there. So yeah, you can send me a message on leoniduszeus. That is an Instagram account, and I will message you back. I do have the website, and it's on top of the page. Is there? Just find my Instagram page, and you will be able to see everything on top of the page. The website, all my other social media accounts, everything. Karina, customize or not customize, they will not be cheap. And if you're trying to find a doll that looks like this cheap, you will for sure get scammed. They're not cheap. They take a lot of time to, a lot of skill, a lot of work, like time, and also the material is not cheap. For us, it takes us thousands to make. So they're not cheap, and that's I think the biggest thing when people get scammed. This is a doll. I just showed my artwork. So this is a lifelike baby doll. They're called silicone dolls. I'm a reborn and silicone doll artist, so they're not real. I think yeah, that's the people get scammed because they want to get the doll for a few $100s, and that's not like true. It will never be true. Yeah, it's fake. It's not real. I know it looks real. And for those who have never seen them, I know it's pretty confusing. But yeah, it's just a doll. I show the dolls I make here on my page. So yeah, it's just a silicone doll that I made. Karina, yeah, anytime. I offer like very long payment plans. If that's something you need, I always work with the customer. So yeah. Thank you. I think his hair is very cute. It's just very messy right now. I always forget to like get him ready for the life. He's still on his Christmas outfit. You can just tell by that. I never like get him ready or anything. Crystal, no. I was just talking about this at the beginning of the live, and no, I do not. I have never taken any classes or anything. So I have always learned on my own, and um, I have always learned on my own, and I've never taken any classes because I believe on. I take a lot of custom work, so I make all kinds of dolls. So I'm always learning something new every time. Like, so yeah. So I never taking any classes. I might take a class, but I've done all kinds of skin colors. I can probably make classes, but I feel like I'm not good at teaching, so that's why I've never make any classes. And I've always get asked like, "Hey, I want to learn from you. Can you like do classes for me?" But I'm just not confident enough, I think. Okay, even if it was a real baby, it doesn't look like dry skin. Where is the dry skin? Where is the dry skin? Oh my god. People have too much time in their hands. Yeah, I do make very long payment plans. I've done like payment plans for 18 months. I always work um with customers because I know they're pricey, but they're definitely worth it. The lips, my son lips were just like this. So I just made him how my son looked when he was like 6 days old. Oh my god. On top of my page, you will see more information. You can message me there. So yeah. People. Yeah, I remember at the beginning when I first started making them. I think what took most of my patience, where I had to learn how to be patient, was with the hair. So yeah, because it took a long time. I remember the hair took me 3 months to make when I first started making them. Can you imagine? 3 months. Because you have to do one hair stand at a time with a needle. I make these dolls, so you get these dolls from me. Thank you. I start making them. Um, it's a very long story. I started making them like 10 years ago or nine. Yeah, 9 years ago. So I got a reborn baby. I started looking for a lifelike doll, a doll that looked very realistic when I was pregnant with my second. So um, when I was pregnant with my second, yeah, it's a silicone doll. This one is silicone. Thank you. So I found a reborn doll like locally from a collector. It was a vinyl doll. So and I teach my first son how to be around another baby. And when the time came when I had like my real baby, my daughter, um, a lot of the issues I had already worked on. Like for example, like he didn't like to have the baby on his side on the car, like the on the car seat. So I was able to work that um, before the real baby came. And then when my baby was born, like my daughter was born, she was like a month old. I was like, oh, like how hard can it be to make one of these? I was very interested in making them. So I made my first reborn there. And I was really good at like since day one. So I did reborns for about 3 years. And then I bought a Claire Taylor's sculpt and I made that. It was an awake doll, and I made my first silicone doll, and it was a black baby, and he looked very realistic. So I was very good since day one. And then I made for another 2 years. I made vinyl and silicone, and then I've been just making silicone now. Yeah, chosen. I show the dolls I make. So this is a doll. All the dolls that you see on this page are made by me, including this one. All of them have been made by me. I don't show other dolls that are not made by me. Bye. Yeah, this one was made by me. This is the prototype, and I am the prototype artist that made this doll. So yeah, it was made by me. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, both of my phones are dying, so I'm gonna have to go now. I tried charging them, but now both are dying. Thank you. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I am taking custom orders, so yeah. Go on top of my page and you can see there all the information. We can schedule a FaceTime call, everything. Thank you guys. Bye bye.